Right? Right. So, we're going to get right into it. You guys have vision. You can see within a certain range and not beyond that range. That's great. That is representative of the area around you. The rain is coming down so hard that it's creating a fog of war. You can't quite see more than 60 feet ahead of you, despite there being dim light in the area. With that said, and that stipulation put into place, attacking within 60 feet is not going to impose disadvantage. If you can see it, you can hit it. Blah, blah, blah. If you try to attack out of it, it's disadvantage because you can't really see what's out there. So close quarters combat with crabs. Close crab quarter combat.
Crab quarter combat.
Crab quarter clawdads and claw combat. Clawmbat, if you will. Who would like to give a summary of last game?
Collected a little bit of everything at Zilris's remains.
Yes. Thorak will be pleased, disappointed, grumpy. Either way, he'll be grumpy.
In all likelihood, dwarves tend to grump by default.
Then we headed out to the plantation where they were like, hey, you're here for the mission that we posted. And we went, yes. Shrug. As we didn't really check out the mission, we mostly went to save the pies.
You gotta save the pie.
Which technically is the mission.
Which is the mission. We were introduced to several of the plantation's grandma, the mother, and the son. That's as far as I got in my recollection. The son had been badly injured, and that's when they posted the job. We were like, the grandma was not into paying adventurers to help with the situation, but the mom was like, yeah, no, we're paying someone.
It's very much that old-timey, like, I paid you $2 back in 1950, now you're charging $200. What's up with this?
Yeah. Even though half the group was like, we'll do it pro bono, we just want to make sure the pies happen.
It's a staple food. You're doing God's work.
I feel like if we're the people who save the pie, then that will earn enough pie to make this worthwhile.
There's some potential pie propriety happening here, yes.
And I'm getting a call from my mom/babysitter, so I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Anyone want to pick off where Heather left off?
We spoke with the family and learned that the problem is apparently this
puppies jumped out.
Abnormally large and numerous coconut crabs have infested the plantation. It seems like they're here in far larger numbers than they should be.
You having fun?
Suggesting that they might be being driven here for some reason. And close to the coast as we were, we began to sense and see something just off the coast that seemed to suggest that there is something at work here that's manipulating these crabs somehow.
Oh, buddy.
And Banjay tried to negotiate with one who wanted nothing but to kill all land dwellers and take our bounty for its own. He was a very industrious crab.
Do you want to see the puppies?
And so we just started to set off into the area. I think that's where we left off.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to add?
You see puppies?
Banji's huge.
Banjay touched a magic mushroom, and now he's huge.
Puppy gave you kissies.
Doesn't know how long this is gonna last, but let's use it while it's there.
Does not know how long it's going to last. So,
going to wear off right before our major combat.
Aww.
Your
you,
gigantism, it started a little less than an hour ago.
Have a good night, buddy.
Night.
Okay.
And so you guys have been hustling fairly quickly through the woods. So you covered some ground while giant.
Bye, buddy.
That feels like DM for.
So that said, does anyone have anything else to add? Alicia, did you say something?
Pushes the button.
Will you lose it?
Back. Sorry, I had to give night
Welcome.
kisses for
Welcome
kisses via video chat.
Oh, it's so cute.
I mean, he said, "Hi, Mama. We're puppies," so he wanted to see the puppies.
Oh. Just gotta make sure that everyone's okay before he turns his head in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and Banja, you are still huge. You got huge guts, but you're not really a rip and tear kind of guy. So you've just been kind of like tiptoeing around people, trying to break bread and make friends with crabs. Crabs that seemed very intent and very murderous, as Alina can attest.
These crabs. I think they intend to take over the world. We should kill them now.
They seem to be crabs of megalomaniac disposition. So
What
as you turn
crabs
your
aren't,
attention,
though? What crabs
what
aren't?
crabs aren't? What crabs aren't? As you turn your attention toward the sea, a number of you picked up on the fact that this is unnatural, and you begin to suss out with just your hunches or your backgrounds, your histories, your folk tales, your time at sea, that all of these signs seem to point to some kind of evil presence nearby. Certainly, if not evil, then powerful magic. Alina, you opened your divine senses and searched outward, listening, feeling, sensing for that ping of good, evil, celestial, fey, demon. And though nothing sang out to you and nothing immediately registered in your mind, your gut, something is pulling you toward the water's edge, toward the bottom right side of the map, where you found sea foam bubbling as though boiling in the water, and something glistening like gold in the dark gray sky just at the water's surface. How long does your divine sense last?
Let me pull up my character sheet and look.
I think divine sense is just instantaneous.
It's not like a minute.
No, I think it's kind of like a radar. You just shoot a
Okay,
ping out and you register where it hits.
Until the end
I
of my
think-
next turn, so 6 seconds.
The end of your next turn. So, if you want, as part of this quote-unquote turn, you can move to try to get closer to get a better sense of it, and the turn after that. So you have 30, 60, possibly 90 feet of movement if you dash to get yourself to sense it, unless you want to move slowly and burn it again.
I don't know how to... Okay, it faded. Hold on.
But just going to put that out there before we begin. And as we begin, I would like, let's see. Encounter begin. I would like everyone to please roll for initiative.
I also want to know if I could backdate something real quick.
Backdate something real quick. Yeah, this is the setup turn.
Yeah.
You guys have a moment to set things up.
Before we set out to deal with this problem, I would have asked the family if it was okay to leave Frederick and Jackson at the house so they keep out of trouble, keep an eye on Alina's dog, and keep my things nearby.
Oh yeah, you've got young Dengo offering to watch your skeletons for you. He seems very excited.
And puppy?
Alina, do you leave
Yeah.
Lisha behind? Yes. So dog is leashed. Dengo is watching the puppy and the skeleton, possibly paying more attention to the puppy. Your skeletons stay behind and wait.
Thank you.
Your guide, Omoyala, he quickly breaks off from you, seeing that this is getting pretty heavy and pretty hot, and he's going to pass things off to the adventurers as you guys get your initiative in order. Let's see. Oh, does it auto initiative? That's great.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Cool beans. All right, so this guy's dead.
Auto initiative?
All initiative. You guys have all rolled?
Second tab.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The tab that looks like a fist.
Oh, okay.
You got it. All right, so the things that are closest to you, we're going to roll. How the fuck do I roll initiative? Oh, whoops.
What sheet are you on?
Looking at the OGL sheet.
Yeah, I had to switch to the default sheet because I couldn't find
OGL
it.
is up top in the middle.
Oh, yep, there it is. Light section.
Looks like I'm not using OGL. Can I just like right click it and ask it to roll initiative, please? Oh, cool. You toggle combat and then you can roll for it.
FYI, you're on public rolls if that bothers you or doesn't bother you.
All right, I'm not quite sure how to even change that, so I'll figure it out later. These seem to be the amount
It's
that you can
interesting,
use.
though, because since we can't see them, they're not appearing on the initiative tracker.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
We'll
fantastic.
see once we encounter them if they pop up there, but for now it just shows us.
Okay. All right, if I mouse over them, I can see them in the initiative tracker. Oh, how do I quietly roll?
Maybe down the bottom where it says public roll, self or blind GM roll.
Where'd you see that? Oh,
Down the bottom by where you type
right
in.
there. Yes, let me see if I can do a blind GM roll. Yep, that does it.
You got question marks.
I got
We'll
question
privately rolled some dice.
Full privately rolls. Oh, I can fuck with you guys. Okay, so the encounter begins. This creature senses something nearby and begins to move.
It does say the game is paused. Not anymore.
All right, you guys see, those of you on the periphery, see one of the large coconut crabs shuffle out of some brush, beginning to clamber up and over a ledge in the distance. As Heldy, you are up. How do I move to the next person?
I'm gonna assume Alina pointed in a direction.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna head towards that direction.
And if you right click on the little tab, it pops out so you can move it over to the side.
Ooh. Nice. Not start. How do I start? Begin combat. Okay,
Whoa, that
cool.
was dramatic.
All of a
Combat has
sudden-
begun.
Well, damn.
All right, he has moved.
Combat tracker popped out, and we can see everyone on it now.
Radical. Heldy, you have moved. You see a number of crabs before you as you tuck down into a low ravine. You startle a number of small crabs nearby.
crab. It's just all crab in the turn
It's all
order.
crab. It's all crab in the turn order.
Hey, there's a couple giant crabs in there. CR 1/2.
Well, I don't have anything really projectile, so.
All right. So rogues can use a bonus action to double move if you so choose.
Yeah, I'll double move and I guess I'll help clear out the way and get rid of these fucking crabs. So
Sure.
25. So I'll attack that guy with my rapier.
All right.
So 23 hit.
23 is going to hit.
Sneak attack's a bonus action, right?
Sneak attack's a free action.
Oh, it's free? Well,
It's just part of your attack.
alright, yeah, I probably won't need it, but...
You never know.
No such thing as overkill.
I mean... No.
And it's free.
So right here... D8.
Oh, your money back.
So that's 6 points of damage.
All right. So just with the first 6 points of damage, you plunge your rapier down between the eyes, and you pick the crab's limp off of the ground, attached to your rapier. He's dead.
I fling it as a free action.
With the free action, you fling it. Shoot! That's movement, that's bonus, that's action. Crab is up.
There's more crabs down here. Be prepared.
All right, this crab sees you. It witnesses you. 5, 10, 15, 20. It cannot get to you, but it is going to double move in a frenzy to try to attack you. It ends its turn there. Alina, you're up.
This is some really jazzy music for crabs.
I like that it flashes me a little message saying, "It's your turn. What do you want to do?" I want to move there.
All right. Just grab your token, and you should be able to move it forward.
Select the
It'll-
movement instead of the measurement side.
Here
There we
you
go.
It'll keep an after image of where you were before, in case you need to double check your movement speed.
I do. Because that's too far.
Too far. You can always double move.
I
It
think
would be your action.
I think it will be. Yeah, because that'll get me in melee range with this crab.
All right, that is a total of 70 feet. You got 60 feet of movement.
Oh, that's at 40, so I got 20.
But you are in melee if you're right there.
Right here?
If you're next to Heldy, you're in melee. Yeah, that thing used all of its movement to get into melee range with Heldy, so you can attack it if you end in that square.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't because I'm out of movement.
Oh, you'd have to use your action to double move.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any bonus action spells for like buffing or anything?
I do.
Alternatively, you can huck a rock at it, an improvised attack.
Is there a way, like on roll20, where you measure a thing and then you can click a button and it'll move you there automatically instead of trying to guess?
I don't think so.
Alright. I can do spells. Compelled duel, less helpful.
You don't want to duel a crab. They don't fight fair.
I feel like divine favor is a little overkill right now. No, I've got nothing. I will just ready my shield and be large and imposing.
All right, you move into a more better location. giant crab is up. It has 30 feet of movement. All right, it's going to get right up in your face, Lena, and it's going to attempt to snap at you. This crab, this lobster-like thing, is the size of a dog. It's big. It goes for your shield and tries to take a jump at it. Does a 17 hit your AC?
Nope.
You rebuke it. You bat it aside. Other crab, seeing that there's things happening, it's going to try to move. 5, 10, 15, 20. It only gets to about there. That's turn. Incognitus, you're up. Whoa, that's not right. Oh, hold on.
No! Ah!
There we go.
Hey, you're up next. It's your turn. What would you like to do? I'm going to... Let's see. How far... I'm going to get to there because... Short legs.
Short little legs.
And I'm going to enter... Giving strike stance.
All right.
Apparently it's my turn again, according to the thing.
No, I did it twice to you. Let's see here.
But yeah, double move and battle stance.
Double move, battle stance. You take a defensive battle-y stance. All right, Crab is up. What will you do, Crab? Crab sees new land dweller. It's going to attempt to attack you, Incognitus. All right, that's an 18 on die plus... It's an 18 flat. Does that hit your AC?
Nope.
Nope. It misses. Kunk. It goes for your ankles and does a terrible job of actually hitting you. Vanya. Vanya, you're up.
A little too much for it to chew. It's like
A little too much for it to
trying to
chew.
get its claw around the ankle, but it's too small.
All right, I see everyone rushing out into the darkness or semi-darkness, and as the rain parts, I see all these crabs. Oh dear,
There's lots of crafts.
there's lots of crabs.
At first
Alina,
blush,
go
the
ahead.
small crabs don't look like very much of a threat. It's that one that's facing off with Lena that is packing heat. If crabs could have biceps, this thing would be fucking ripped.
All right, Alina, duck! And I cast up my left hand and I cast Fireball.
Fireball or bolt?
Bolt.
Okay.
Those are two very different things.
Alina, duck! Boom!
Those are two very different things.
I know it sounds the same, but it's very different.
I mean, I know you don't care how big the room is, but
I am not that kind of witch. 20 to attack for 12 fire damage.
20 is going to hit, and 12 damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay. The thing catches fire. Wha-boom! There's a brief flash as its carapace begins to blister and pockmark and scorch. It flails ever so slightly and turns its irritated gaze upon Alina, who is ducking in front of it.
And seeing such a reaction, I make a gesture with my hand as a ripple of light spreads across my illusionist bracers, and I use my bonus action to do it again.
As you cast forward, it is as though every fiber of the fabric of the bracers lights up one by one. As you throw a second fireball
Bolt.
and boil this thing alive in its own shell.
27 to hit, 16 damage.
Anyone got some butter?
Alina, you smell delicious seafood.
Oh, great. We'll have him later. In a soup, preferably. Spicy coconut crab soup.
Spicy coconut crab soup.
I clap my hands together, a little excited.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. Moving on. 60 feet. You hear a distant echo through the rocks and the cavern-like bay around you. The crabs seem to fidget and twitch and froth, but nothing seems to happen. You're made instantly aware of the presence of something in the waters of the shore, something producing this loud wailing noise. Crab is up. Who is this crab? This crab? Oh, he can't catch up to you guys. He can't catch up to you guys. He moves.
He's
Mbanja,
doing
you're
his
up.
best.
Alright, Mbanje is pretty far away from the action, so it's just gonna move up.
Mbanja, I'm going to say since you are enlarged, you're going to have double movement.
Gasp.
Because you're just taking big, lumbering steps forward.
As he barely fits through the pass.
Oh, I squeeze against the side.
You just kind of brace yourself on the walls of the ravine and step over Vanya.
Oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Oh, wow, there's a lot of crabs. And he's gonna use Thorn Whip. Oh, did he have to remind me? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I added someone to initiative, so it's going to tell you that it's your turn because you're still up.
Oh, okay. Thorn Whip against the one that is to my right.
The little one?
Yeah.
The one that's attacking Incognitus? Alright, you use Thorn Whip.
One that's gonna splatter in a second.
Yeah, sometimes you splatter.
What's your Thorn Whip look like as you cast it? Is it like Spider-Man flicking his fist forward?
Flare. How about like a actual whip, like a Belmont whip?
Alright. You reach your side and you flick your hand forward, and it's like a spool of rope in your hand. And you roll an attack.
Let's see. Make a melee spell attack. So
That's going to be a d20 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh,
Or you can just click the button. That's a crit.
Yay, one in the pool.
One of the pool. You reach forward and you crack this thing along the back, and as you pull back with the recoil, it flings over your head and smashes into the wall next to you with a splat.
whoa, this is cool. And then Baji just holds the whip and flings it around in place a little bit.
I like that my
love
screen just focused in on you. I'm not quite sure why or how, but it did that.
because he typed out one in the pool.
Ah.
That's why
Yeah,
it
when
focused on you.
If someone says something like, Vanya, if you say something, it should zoom in on you. Ah, that's cute!
Oh, I love it so much.
I love that so much. That's so cool. Optional rules. Hell yeah. Ignore me! Giant crab. Giant crab will not ignore you. Where's my giant crab?
Here.
The fuck are you doing down there, dude?
Being lazy.
Ignore him. He's not in initiative yet.
I'm scrambling as far as I can go, boss.
This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna make a melee attack at Heldy. 11 doesn't hit your AC. That crab's done.
Nope.
This guy's gonna
Come on.
move. And we're at top of the order with big giant crab. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets him here. He's got 30 feet of movement. He's going to try. Incognitus, a giant crab, leaps down from the ravine top, lands with a thump next to you, and snap, tries to catch you. Its claws.
Yeah.
It's a 14 on dice. Got to check the modifier. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Is my AC on the dot?
Hits your AC on the dot. Finally, one of them hits.
Actually, hold on a second. I gotta double check a thing. Because I have a protection fighting style. Sorry. I thought it was in here, but it's apparently not.
My protection fighting style requires me to be base to base with them.
Within 5 feet of me.
That's
All right, so that's just out of range.
Alright.
All right, so it's going to do 1, 5, 2, 9, 3. Sorry, 2. 11 points of piercing damage. As its giant claw just starts to open your armor like a can opener. Helda, you're up.
Alright, there's a bigger threat over there, so I am going to slip away from these crabs, and they can't hit me because reasons.
Using your bonus action to disengage.
Yep, I'm gonna disengage with them.
All right, you disengage. Snip, snip. They try to snap at you. They have little, like, Costanza claws.
And I am going to flay up this guy.
All right, you're flanking. You attack with advantage.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Alright. And I could do, and that is 11 points of piercing, but I'm going to add sneak attack damage to that
Nice.
to bring it up to 13 points of piercing.
13 total.
Yes.
You added all of your d6s for your sneak attack?
Oh wait, there's 4. Never mind.
Mm.
Twenty points of piercing damage.
20 points total. You strike this thing on its back and start to just wench open its carapace. It starts to bubble and froth. Parts of its interior starts to spill out. It continues to try to go at Incognitus, trying to at least take one of you down with it.
I was gonna say, doesn't speak with animals that last for a few minutes? Does Mbanje know what it's screaming?
Go down until it can you with me. That's movement, that's bonus, that's action. Crab is up. Alina looks like an appetizing non-crab. That's going to be a nat 20.
Alright.
Looking at crabs.
So it does 2 points of piercing damage as it finds a chink in your armor.
What? These were new boots!
You got a nasty gank in your boot now. It's going to let water in, for sure. Alina, you're up.
I mean, I really should use a sword, but I also just instinctively want to stomp it.
You can attempt to stomp.
I'm going to stab it with my sword.
All right.
Skewer it.
I'm as skewer it, as ridiculous as it is.
Crab kebab.
All right. Crab kebab.
First, I'm going to deduct the health that I took for getting injured.
Just 2 points. These guys roll for 1 point of damage. A crit is 2 points of damage. 12. 12 is going to hit.
Oh.
All right. You cleave it cleanly in half. A retributive strike in recompense as it goes down. Not as well done as the other, though.
Clearly. And then I'm just going to march forward.
Heading toward the shore?
Yep.
Rad. All right, as you get close, a number of creatures join initiative. All right. You're not within range to attack anything, so it's going to be up for you.
Yep.
Okay, what's this guy up to? Can't use that.
Sorry, I'm trying to. They don't have like the class. Well, like roll20's arrows, so you can check distances.
Yeah. All right. Crab is up. Which crab is this?
On the little high island.
Oh, I see it. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. It gets closer. This one's going to go after you, Heldy. A little tiny ankle biter goes for you. Rolls a 15 to attack.
Doesn't hit.
It's going to be a miss. This one gets up upon the dais. Incognitus, you are up. The crab beside you is starting to stagger and sway. Its legs are starting to curl in its death throes.
A shift to hammer hand stance, and I'm gonna whack. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see if this will automatically select target. Let's see if it'll be fancy.
25 hits.
What? Wait, what? What?
Oh, sorry. I think I clicked that. 25 hits. Roll damage. 8 points of damage is enough to do it in. You cleave its eye stalks and its head, wherever it may be, off of its body. Anything with movement?
Yep, I'm gonna move around. Here. 3. Second attack to get rid of that crab.
All right.
Sadly, when I was... what's this button? I'll find my token. Target.
There's a find my token button?
Yeah.
That's a crit! 2 in the pool!
I just, backswing punt it to the shoreline. 4! Okay, so I've got...
You hurl this thing to the shoreline. It disappears out of sight.
I've got 3 more pips of movement. I'm gonna fall towards... Alina.
Shield wall, do it!
3.
Alright, giant crab sees you approach, sees Alina approach. It's going to go after you, Incognitus, seeing that you have a nice little chunk taken out of your boot plate. It rolls to attack. It's a 19, 20, 20, 23 to hit.
Hey, guess what? It has a disadvantage.
Hey, guess what? It has disadvantage.
Because when we shield wall, anyone that attacks either of us has disadvantage because of the other one.
Nice. Just keep in mind that uses your reaction to do.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, just letting you know.
I can't do shit with
20. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Damn.
It does hit my AC.
It does hit your AC. All right. It's going to roll damage. You take 12 points of piercing damage as it continues to take off where its companion had left off, starting to peel apart your armor. Vanya, you're up.
Okay, continuing to scramble forward. That's the wrong button.
Hey, we're HP buddies now, pretty much.
Okay, And I see two tiny little crabs here that look like they might be annoying.
Crafts.
I'm going to try something different. I'm going to attack the one closest to us with Ray of Frost.
All right, you attack with the Ray of Frost. 19
19 to
hits.
hit.
You
7 cold
freeze. This one here?
Yep.
Frozen solid. It just tilts over, steaming with ice.
And do I have line of sight on the bottom one?
Sure do.
That one? All right. Illusionist Bracers, bonus action to cast a second Ray of Frost at it. 12 to hit.
Thoof, thoof. The mist hasn't finished falling by the time they both collapse in these frozen heaps. You guys have some frozen crab.
Oh, good. They'll keep better for later.
Another distant wail shakes the skies. You realize that you are closer to the sound being emanated from the water's edge. Crab 1, 2, 3, 4, move. And Mbanje, you are up.
Alright, Mbanje goes to chase after Alina, who he knows came in a little sore and is getting beat up.
Can you guys see each other's HP?
We can see each
No.
other's negative amounts.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if I can hide that.
Can Mbanje fit through this little hole? I can't. I forgot the button to ping.
Just click and hold.
Yeah, around there. Can he get, slip around there?
You can step up and over that elevated area. You can just use it as a stair and boom, 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 up over it.
Yeah, he's gonna do that to get on the other side of Vanya. And use what is this spell?
The balm?
No.
Healing Word?
It's not healing word, I have to get close. It's the other
Cure
one.
wounds?
Cure wounds.
Alright.
There we go.
Not
For
bad.
8 points of healing.
Appreciate it.
Oh, bye.
It did something funny.
Oh, you attacked yourself.
Somehow. I didn't mean to? I don't know. I meant to... I was trying to see if it would do the D&D Beyond thing where I could just type in +10 and it would do the math for me, but that was not the case.
That's what were you at before?
53, so it's just at 63 now. I just gotta make it recognize me. There we go.
And Mbanje touches Vanya, she explodes, he drops to his knees. Why must my hands be so lethal?
There's a monk that does that. More on that later. Mbanje, anything with your bonus? Are you going to keep moving?
No, he's gonna be right here. He sees crabs in the distance trying to make their way. So he's gonna be a kind of a barrier for now.
Alright. Mbanje, the barrier reef. That guy is not quite in combat yet. That guy is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets as close to you as he can. He's going to double move. 5, 10, 15, 20. Leaps down and tries to cut you off at the pass. Snipping and snapping at you, Alina. Threateningly. Crab is up. Heldy, you are up.
Alright, I am going to move over down to where this other big crab is. And I'm gonna attempt to fillet him.
Fillet crab. You have advantage. You're attacking flanked, essentially.
There's a 24 hit.
24 hits.
Alright, that's 3 plus 3, 6. And I'm gonna do sneak attack.
So 6 on the first hit, and then sneak attack damage.
Yep, I'll tell you what the total is.
Sure.
I'm gonna say for the those who are rolling in window, you can hit the little like apply damage to thing.
Alright, that is 16 points of piercing damage.
16 total?
Yes.
You fuck it up. You pierce it. You pierce through its shell and start to twist around and pull back, somewhat violently, somewhat viciously.
Alright, I'm gonna use my offhand attack with my dagger.
All right, offhand attack. Remember, does not use your proficiency. So it's going to be whatever you roll -3.
-3? I thought I was trained in it.
You are trained in it. Never mind. You're good.
Alright, does a...
You got to beat a 15.
15?
15 hits.
Alright. That's an additional 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. It is swaying on its many legs, snipping and snapping, and not able to find purchase on you or on Incognitus. It is rapidly leaking fluids, and it seems to be making it hard for it to hit.
Alright.
Alina, you are up.
I am. I have a crab in front of me. I'm going to hit it.
Hit Kraft. 10. I'm going to say with Mbanja, you are flanking. So you can roll that at advantage. 20 hits. Alright, so let's see. One-handed, so that's the...
Yeah. The 7, I think? I don't know. It's doing something funky.
It's doing a weird crit thing. Alright, so 7 points of damage. Kapwah! You cut into it. It's not enough damage to take it down. But you do rough it up. You do scuff the shell and start to bleed it.
Well, good news is I have extra attack.
You sure do.
Yeah, if you press like the 7 plus 11 crit, it'll show you the damage total in case you ever need to know.
The breakdown.
Yeah. So yeah, you see where it's 1d8 versus 1d10.
27 most certainly hits for 11 points of slashing damage. It begins to stagger and stutter. Its mouth is frothing. What looks like blood, but is blue, starts to kind of trickle out of the slash mark. Alright, any of you fuckers within range? Nope. Wrong button. Nope. That's not how measuring works. That's how measuring works.
What are you using for that?
For the shapes? The
No,
rulers.
like for the ruler. Actually, we can just worry about it later. Go ahead.
If you click control and then try to drag, it'll do the ruler.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
There's also a measure distance under your token controls and a measurement controls that does all kinds of things.
Alright, I'll play with it later.
Oh, and Mbanje is within line of sight. Excellent. Let's see. All right, Mbanje, you feel cold and anxious as the air around you begins to distort and shift and change. What? Well, first, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. Alina, do you have your aura yet?
Yeah, I have Aura of Protection.
Aura of Protection. A 24?
So
The air around you shimmers, and the sensation just washes off of your back.
Mbanje blinks rapidly, and he looks around to make sure this the rain isn't screwing with his senses. Okay. I think we're being attacked now by magic. So watch yourself.
Do you know where the magic's coming from?
I would guess where that bubbling is, the kind of place we're racing. Um, would he know where it's coming from? The magic kind of happened all around him.
Yeah, the magic happened centered on you. It wasn't like a beam.
Right.
It was as though something saw where you were and picked the spot on top of you to cast.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen some of Vanya's magic work like this. But whatever it is, you know that it is within line of sight if it's targeting you. Okay, crab. it tries to get to you and it can't because it's small. This guy gets up on a dais, can't get to you. This guy gets off the dais, can't get to you. Incognitus, you are up. You have 2 crafts that are looking very, very fucked up.
Time to select target. And gonna whack.
Wallop. $17 hits.
Now, out
Oh,
of
yeah.
curiosity, let me see. Let's see. Do I? Nope. Ignore that.
Ignore me! You just come down on top of this thing and bludgeon it to death.
Why my blue icon? I'm gonna scoop 1 square here
Alright.
and whack.
Alright, you're rolling at advantage because you're attacking with Alina. $16 hits. For 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You crack across its back.
I'm gonna try to press buttons, but is it full damage?
Full damage?
Yeah. Like there's the 4 little icons down here by damage. And I wanna see if I can apply the actual damage to it.
Oh, you want to apply the damage? It still has HP left, so you can try to apply it and see if it takes.
Hit a button. Did it do a thing?
Did not seem to do it.
No, the damage looks like it went down. Like the gained health.
Alright.
Well, that was quarter damage. Never mind.
Alright. It appears to be swaying on its feet. You could breathe on it and kill it. Are you going to try to move past it or continue the shield wall?
I'll continue shield wall.
Shield wall. Vanya, you're up.
Okay. 20 feet gets me to this little, looks like a little ledge, an outcropping.
Yep. It's like a 5 to 10 foot ledge up there.
Are we going north or south?
Knowing he has line of sight of the river or the ocean and what is that, west?
You guys are facing Never Eat Soggy West.
I'd say west and south? Southwest?
Oh. So, we're looking at over here, right? Like...
So you felt the sensation in this direction here to the bottom right side of the map. So that is northwest.
East.
Oh, north.
Southeast.
It's inverted.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, that makes sense if that's west.
I think
I
the
should have
question
flipped
is,
this
are
map
we
around.
going under the bridge? Are we heading back towards the top of the map to run around the ledge, or are we jumping down?
You can just jump into it's all sand, dude.
I don't know where you guys are getting northwest, but okay.
The bottom of the map is north, which would make the right side to us west to our characters.
Okay. So, Where do you see that? Because I don't have any
Rob
markers
said that it was that way
Okay.
a second ago. There's nothing on the map that indicates.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought maybe I
there's
was
no
missing
compass.
something.
No,
So I
no.
was
I was
like,
foolish and I didn't
what?
flip the map like I should have.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to
Toward
know.
the shore, toward these rocks over here. That's where the wailing is coming from. That's where
Yeah.
you saw the bubbles.
Okay.
I was just looking at where I was going to aim, so since it was coming past the bridge below us, I'm going to focus on the threats there. Can I actually see these big guys up on the rise here?
Yeah, you can see them.
Alright, I'm going to do a double dose of Ray of Frost on this one.
Sure. Smack it good. First one misses. Second one hits.
Okay.
You smash it with a ball of ice, and it shakes off. You see that the froth in its mouth freezes rapidly.
Then I'm going to hop down and start moving forward.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Another distant wail screams through the water. And Banji, from where you stand, you see frothing and bubbling as something begins to rise from the water.
Does Mbanje recognize the kind of animal that would be?
Give me a nature check.
Oof.
You're not sure. Like, your mind is racing. Something just tried to fuck with your head. You are not thinking quite as straight as you should be. Crap. This guy tries to 5, 10, 15, 20. And Banji, it's going to try to bite you. Bite your legs with its tiny little claws. Does a 9 hit your AC?
No.
No. Yeah, you have a crab within stomping distance. And Banji, you're up.
Rather than try to stomp it, Mbanje is gonna walk past it over there.
Right? It's going to make an opportunity attack at you. 9 does not hit your AC. It just angrily snaps its claws to you. Misses.
I see more crabs, but nothing else. Moving a little more. Actually, how far down is this under thing?
You're looking at about a 10-foot drop into soft sand.
Mbanje can make that with his size right now.
Oh yeah, you can just hop.
He calls back to the others, I'm going this way.
But that was just kind of clear.
What was 5, 10, 15, 20? That's 20.
You got 60 total, because you're huge.
Yeah, I was making sure I wasn't. Okay, so
You
gonna go
hop
there.
off of the ledge, land with a mighty thump in the ground, bracing yourself against one of the large stones jutting out of the dunes. You see a massive crab surprised next to you. Your head is level with the ledge you just jumped off of.
Alright. Mbanje sees no super huge threats out there, so he's gonna just attack the crab next to him. Let's see. Actions. Let's use the quarterstaff with 2 hands.
That's a crit! That's a crit! What is the quarterstaff's maximum damage? Is a D8, so that's 8 plus... what is that? Is that already listed there? 3 in the pool. Plus 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You do 15 points of damage. Do you have a strength bonus?
Oh, because I'm huge.
Oh, the D6 bonus. So plus 6. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus 7. And roll a D6. As you... Is my math right here? It's 8. 14 plus 22 points of bludgeoning damage total. You crack this thing across its back and split it down the middle. It is still moving, but it is terrified of you.
That will be the complete turn.
Complete turn. He can finally go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Tries to get close to you, can't get close enough. It's going to use its action double move. Getting there. It ends its turn. This guy's going to try to attack you again, Lena. Does a 15 hit your AC?
No.
Negative. It misses. Round 5 begins. Crab does crab. Heldy, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna maneuver my way around and get after this other giant crab here.
Alright, it is looking pretty rough.
Fine by me. $19 hit.
19 hits.
Alright.
Yeah, the minimum amount of damage that you can do is what? 4?
Yeah, but that I just rolled 8 piercing damage.
Alright, it is. You cut through it, and it falls flat.
And
Oh, look at that.
that's a big skull.
Oh, that's cool. I could have been using that the whole time. Yeah, it's hyper death.
Alright, with the remainder of my movement, I'm gonna run after where Mbanji went because he's an idiot. So
All right.
15.
You gonna double move?
Oh, I already attacked. I can do. I can
Bonus
double
action,
move
double move.
as
You're a
bonus
rogue.
action.
So you move past this one crab. It's going to get an opportunity at you. It misses horribly.
Alright.
It snaps at your ankles and misses.
So
You see
jumping down a 10 feet drop shouldn't be too bad, right?
If there's a bunch of sand down there, it's not going to cost you any. It's not going to damage you if you jump. You do see that Mbanje's head is at like level with the drop off.
Alright, so then I'll end my turn here.
All right, you tumble down next to him.
Yep.
All right, Mbanje, there's a thoof as a tiefling lands beside you. Alina, you are no longer accosted by crabs.
Good. I'm going to just bolt. Thank you, Vanya. I appreciate you making that giant hole for me, and I'm gonna just run in the opposite direction, so...
Four of us.
Split the party.
Split the party.
So with a dash action, I can get, let's see, I can go there, and then, yeah, all the way over there.
You going under the bridge? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just trying to
as
make
you
sure
dash,
I'm going to try and...
You turn the corner, you slide under the bridge, and you keep running. You see that there are multiple tiny little crabs in your way. They're going to make a couple of attack of opportunities at you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
First one is going to be 15 to hit. The second one's going to be a 17 to hit.
Both miss.
You're being chased by crabs, but they're very slow. You see that there are a number of larger crabs perched and ready to fight. That's movement bonus, and you good?
Yeah, I don't think, yeah, I can't really, I've got no bonus actions that will be useful.
Okay. Let's see. Heldy, keen-eyed and keen-eared, you hear something in the water. Something bubble and something surface. Let's see. You hear distant whispers start to tickle your ears. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Can I use one in the pool?
Yep.
By all means.
Alright. So 13.
13. You hear the words coalesce and take form in your ears, in your brain, your mind, as you feel this haze overcome your senses. In Banje, you see little motes of light start to form around Heldy's head, forming this sort of wispy, faintly red, almost crown-like shape, circled and cinched right around her horns. As Heldy, you hear, "Fuck that guy. Hit him. Hit him." And you feel the uncontrollable urge to strike Banje.
I mean, he does
On
have
your-
a punchable face.
On your next turn, while you remain charmed, you must attack Mbanje. That is your action next turn.
Your gate looking a little deranged there.
Yeah, Heldy's not looking so hot. Heldy, you can still speak, you can still move, but your hands are starting to move on their own.
You know what? I don't really mean what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something, and you're not gonna like it.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna,
her eyes don't look right. She's hazy, she's kind of stumbling.
don't propose to me. We only just met.
Oh, now I really want to hit you.
Now it does
Cries
do
out.
charm not even required.
Incognitus, a crab attempts to land on you. It's going to make an athletics check to try to grapple you. I need you to roll a contested athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Let's find out. Let's go acrobatics. What?
Hold on. Attributes. You shake free as the crab does not manage to find purchase on your helmet. You are not grappled by a crab. Second crab sees what its buddy did. Can't get to him. Third crab sees what its buddy did. Can't do it, but also does manage to land on the ground. It tumbles over the edge and kind of lands lopsidedly near you. Incognitus, you are up. There are crabs abound. Very small, very unassuming crabs.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm in hammer hand, so I'm gonna smack this one below me.
Sure. Beaten 11.
So difficult. I don't know if I could actually do that.
You fling it against the wall and it cracks against the surface.
Is it smush dead?
Oh, it's smushed dead.
So I'm gonna go that way. There's still a squishy above me, so I'm gonna move one space. Nope. Move one space here. No. One space over. There we go. And whack the other crab that's on the ground.
All right, give it a wallop. Beaten 11.
11 on the
You rolled an
die.
You rolled an 11. That hits. You smash it against the wall. It is dead.
So I've got 4 more movement spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Yep. 2, 3, 4. And turn end.
Turn and giant crab is up. It is terrified of you, Mbanje. It scuttles away into a dark hole underneath the shade and flees. Vanya, you're up.
But they went. Why are you going?
Because
I look back and forth between the two directions my companions went.
splitting the party.
You gotta choose.
Anybody ready for a TPK? I know I am.
I'm gonna aggro all these crabs and then run straight face first into the enemy.
You're gonna aggro the crabs, then climb the aggro crag.
Okay, so Vanya doesn't actually have a clear idea of how hurt Alina and Incognitus are. They're wearing heavy armor, and it seems like they can shrug off most of this in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Heldy is squishy, and she questions Mbanje's ability to make decisions sometimes. So I think...
So what you're saying is you're going to be the straight man in this trio of terror.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and...
Go help your friends, run! Alright, so you enter the threatened range of Crab and makes an attack as you begin to run past it.
I do not run past it yet.
You don't run past it? Okay.
Not yet. I am going to... I think I might do something to it. I didn't actually expect to have to choose between which side of the party I was going to follow, so this will take 1 second.
You have cantrips that are extremely effective.
I do, but I'm in melee range with it now.
Mm-hmm. You can still blast it at melee. They're not mage slayers. They don't have feats.
Even with disadvantage on a ranged attack, I still got 20s in the pool to use. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that.
Yeah, I don't follow the point blank range disadvantage rule.
I'm gonna firebolt it in the face real quick.
Yeah, that hits. You scorch it. It is dead. Steamed crab.
Okay, I see a large crab over there, so I'm going to head this way. And bonus action scorching, firebolt the crab right in front of me.
Crab in front of you? All right. 12 hits on the money.
17 damage. Poof!
It is blackened. It is blackened. You have any movement left?
Nope. That is all 30 feet. I'm just going to shout over to Mbanje, whose head I can see, even with the cliff.
Give me... As you look over, you can still shout. I'm going to have to roll something. I got to think real quick, though.
Okay. I think we need to have a discussion.
What about? Kind of in a fight here.
All right. I'd like you to give me an Arcana or Insight check.
About the other direction. Arcana?
Arcana or Insight?
Well, that was weird. It looks like my connection fluctuated real quick.
Yeah, you kind of cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 19.
Arcana, 19. You know a crown of madness when you see one. Heldy is afflicted by a charm spell, and it's going to get pretty bloody soon unless something happens about that. Giant crab is up.
You said that cliff drop is 10 feet?
It's about 10 feet, yeah.
I don't think I can see Heldy yet.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 to 30, cannot get to Alina, and that's turn. Again, a distant wail shakes the sky.
What is that?
You see the water nearby Mbaje start to froth and bubble and foam as the ripples kind of shake the water's surface. You see in the distance as something begins to rise up above, a dark shadow, 10, 15, 30, 40 feet across, lifting up the water, lifting up the surf as it begins to breach. The wailing sound grows louder. But in the rain, it's hard to quite discern the creature's shape. Whoops, which one's this one? This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, this guy's going to get up in your face, Lena. It's going to try to stop you, block your path. 2, even with bonuses, is not going to hit your AC. That's its turn. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. It does not have enough movement to get into the fray. And Banja, you are up. Your friend is looking at you somewhat murderously.
Okay, I have a question. Each of these squares is 5 feet?
Yeah,
And okay, so that means these small crabs are just that small.
they're that small. They're like fist-sized.
Okay. Another question. Anytime I've seen Moonbeam done, I've seen it take several squares, but the description I'm reading says a 5-foot radius.
So,
Radius is half a circle, so it's a
Yeah.
2 by 2.
Okay. Okay. That said, I am going to
it's that big.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I will not use that. I will instead use spike growth.
Ooh.
So I do need a 20-foot radius.
If you click the spell, if you roll the dice, it should give you a marker to place down. Oh, yeah, it does. Rad.
Would it be possible? Actually, no. You know what?
Every 5 feet it travels, so it doesn't immediately take damage, but it takes that 3 points of damage for every foot it moves. Oh, that's rough.
All right. So he's gonna lay that down. I need you to stay there and not follow me. As Mbaji just like leaves her Heldy right there. She's a rogue. She can jump around it if she needs to. But he's gonna leave her square. So if she's doing something, she's
He's
doing it now.
leaving my radius.
Yes.
I'm going to use my action.
You can only use your action to attack. This would be a reaction. So
Oh.
he can get away between turns. It's on your action. You have to try to attack him.
It's on my action. Okay, so I can't. Okay.
All right. So then he's gonna go around this. And that is that. I have nothing for a bonus. Sorry! And that will be turn.
All right. Crab is going to try to... There's a big one. There's a big one. But the little one looks easier to kill. It's going to move 5, 10, 15 feet to get to Heldy. And it's going to take 3, 6, 9 points of damage to do so. As spikes twist and thorns stab into its body. It winces and kind of prickles, but doesn't quite seem to mind too much. It's going to attack Heldy. It's going to roll. Nope. 7 does not hit your AC.
Does him trying to attack me break the charm, though?
No, it does not.
Okay.
All right, giant crab. Where are you, giant crab? Oh, no. Yep, you're alive. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, this one's going to try to block your path, Lena. It makes a pincer attack at you. At advantage because it's got a buddy. 16 does not hit your AC. You are cornered by crabs, but they can't seem to land a hit on you. This guy, 5, 10. Incognitus. A crab attempts to jump on your head. It rolls a 14 athletics to try to... 14 acrobatics to try to land on you. You can roll athletics, or there is a crab on your head. It is following you. But its action is to land on you, so it hasn't attacked you yet. But you do feel little like tinks and tanks as it tries to bash and pinch at your armor. Heldy. Grumbling, grousing, angry voice burbles up in your ears. Clearly discontent with what has just happened. The charm has no effect. There's no target for you to attack. You may take your turn.
But I'm still charmed if I'm within Mbanje. Do I want to go after him?
You don't have to go after Mbanje. You can still move. You can still take all of your action. But if you were next to Mbanje, you would have to attack. He's out of range. Actually, you know what? You got daggers on you?
I do.
Throw the knife! Throw the knife! The voice calls in the back of your mind as you are compelled to throw your knife at Mbanje.
Alright. I'm gonna throw one of my daggers at Mbanje.
Alright, you are rolling at disadvantage. The dagger's range is 30 feet.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
That's 5 piercing.
Mbanje, you are struck in the back with a dagger. A befuddled and confused looking Heldy is kind of lurched over, arm outstretched. You can clearly tell where it came from.
What the hell?
I'm gonna use my second action to... Or no, my off... Can I throw and then attack?
I'll give it to you. It's going to be your bonus action.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my rapier to attack this fucking crab that's in front of me.
Alright, attack the crab.
23 hit?
23 hits.
It's 11 piercing. I don't believe I can do my sneak attack, correct?
You're a swashbuckler. You absolutely can.
Okay, I'm using sneak attack now.
I have to roll to maintain concentration. What am I rolling?
Concentration. You got to roll above a 10. Constitution.
Flat or save?
Save.
Right, that brings it up to a 17 total.
You cut through this thing.
Can I use one of the bull?
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's like, what, 3 left?
There's 2.
2.
2.
Not 20. Back in the pool.
There's still 2 in the pool.
Still 2 in the pool. You maintain concentration on your spike growth spell. The spikes remain intact. Heldy, you pop a crab. Alina, you're up.
Cool.
Unless you want to move.
Oh, she has movement.
Oh,
I
fine.
mean, is there enough that I can squeeze into this?
You can squeeze. Yeah, it's going to be 10 feet of movement to get around that corner, but the rest of the movement is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze around to get past here.
Sure.
So that is 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, that's 10, 15, 20.
Oh, yeah, and at the end of your save, you have to make a wisdom save.
Alright, I'm gonna do that then. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. The voices curse. Ah, fuck! And then go silent. The crown around your head dissipates into light.
I think he's out of my head now. Can I have my knife back?
Who's out of what now?
I'll throw it back at you, jerk!
Alina, you're up.
Hildy
Sorry.
would probably catch it fine.
So, Alina is as a wisdom of 0. Alina felt evil from this bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Alina doesn't really give a fuck about crabs.
Does not give a fuck about crabs.
Not when there's greater evil afoot.
Not when there's greater evil afoot.
Alina's gonna take 2 attacks of opportunities as she just runs towards danger.
Yes. All right, hold on. These are at advantage. That's not going to hit. That might hit. 16? No, it's not going to hit.
No.
First one misses. Second one attempts to claw at your legs. That's a 2. And, ooh, 23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right. You, your hip is struck by this giant crushing vice grip as you take 2, 6, 9 points of piercing damage. God damn.
Can Incognito see this malarkey going down?
Her getting attacked by crabs?
Her just like rushing
Running
past the
forward?
crab.
Yeah, you see her take the attack, shrug it off, and keep running.
Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins.
This is a Leroy Jenkins moment. I have to add so many more creatures to initiative because of you.
I know, it's the worst. I apologize that I'm just like, what would my character do? And it's that. It's be a dumbass is what the answer is.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
Oh, fuck.
Is Divine Sense a bonus action?
I think it's an action. As an action, yeah. So no, I can't do that.
Okay. Not yet.
Just checking one more thing. I'm checking my Radiant Soul because I don't remember if it's an action or a bonus action.
Rules as written, it's a full action.
Alright. Then I'm not doing that either.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna be a dumbass out here.
It's going to be a dumbass surrounded by crabs. Hey, they're slow crabs. You're a fast mover.
I think that's half of what Alina is banking on, that she can just outrun these crabs.
Outrun these crabs. Let's see. What is the range of this spell? One moment, please. I guess it's just within the range of hearing. Sure. All right. So you hear from the water's surface something bubbles, and you see some faint movement, but you don't quite see a shape resolve over in this direction. But something is there, rippling water. Why don't you go home, Scarface? Come along, kid. I need you to make a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw.
Do I get to add my own modifier to that?
You can add your own modifier to it, yeah. You're
Oh,
a
good.
fucking paladin.
This is where I tell you I have a low wisdom, but a stupid wisdom saving throw. I thought it was gonna roll. Hold on, it's not rolling.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna grab a die.
Sure.
Oh, that's real good. It's dumb. I mean, it's only a 7, but a 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 3 is 18.
Okay. For just a moment, you feel
Wait,
the urge.
How do I have a plus 8 to my wisdom modifier? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it adds my aura anyway. Okay, so 15.
15?
I was trying to figure out how I ended up with a plus 8 wisdom saving throw, and it looks like
Yep.
whatever Foundry did, it just added my modifier, my paladin modifier to it.
Okay.
So, it's 15.
So you feel compelled to turn around and face away from the ocean.
Turn and face away from the ocean.
Turn and face away from the ocean. You have the strangest urge to just go home. This really isn't worth it. It's just coconuts. It's just farmers. There's other coconut farms. You're sure of it? There's gotta be. It's a tropical island, of course. This is dumb. This is stupid. You are suggested. Alright, crab. This guy can't do shit. We're just going to skip his turn. Incognitus, you're up.
Okay, what kind of action to shake off the crab?
Athletics or acrobatics. Or you can just run with it.
You know what? I saw Alina go straight through those crabs, and I don't feel like going straight through those crabs, dashing through those crabs. Try to catch up with her because, goddamn, those big ones hurt.
Dashing through the crabs, get the fuck out of my way.
I'm going to get to...
You got a double move?
Yeah.
It's a clear path. It's a clear path. With 60 feet of movement, you can get to the drop-off.
I'm a small creature.
You're a small creature. Yep. All right.
I'm going to get to here, and then I'm going to peek around and look.
Peek around. You see your friends are running across the sand towards something.
Two more. Get me right on the edge there.
All right. End turn?
Hopefully, when I ran, the crab just tumbled off because...
It's still on you. It's still, where is he?
It's holding on by one claw, just flapping in the wind.
It's holding on by one claw, just kind of flapping and clickety-clacking in the breeze. All right. This giant crab. Yes.
Plume on her helmet.
Yes, there's its target. 5, 10, 15, 20. It still has movement to spare. It's going to attack Alina from behind. Does a 23 hit your AC?
It does.
It does.
This is the dumbest death ever.
You hear in the distance. Fuck! No! You fucking moron! Yeah! As you take 7 points of piercing damage, you hear that voice, and you just get mad as the illusion, the suggestion, the charm fades away. Something just fucked with your head.
Oh, hell no! No, this is not happening. I'm going to come murder you now!
You have a good idea of where it is. You heard the voice from this direction. In the water.
It's in the water!
Alright, Vanya, you're up.
Everyone keeps running away, and Incognitus just ran by me with a crab on her head.
It's a fist-sized crab stuck to her helmet.
I don't even understand what is happening anymore.
Crabs.
The paladin went hog wild through a whole bunch of crabs, and I'm not following that. Can't keep up.
Leaping off the edge as Incognitus is bringing me up to speed. I land with a oof. Stupid scat.
You should really invest in some pants if you're going to be doing this.
I did not expect to be running through this. Why are you running away?
You see, Heldy's got some really nice pants. They're form-fitting. They look super comfortable.
They're actually very poofy and striped.
They're not form-fitting. They are curve-enhancing. Kind of parody, actually.
I'm just kind of slogging through the wet sand now.
Yeah, it's damp. It's sand. It's abrasive.
My hair is just like plastered to my head, and I look very unhappy. Alright, so 30 feet gets me here. I see a lot... there's a lot of crabs around, and... I know everyone's just going to keep running and leave me behind, so I'm going to double move.
Hey, you caught up!
Yes, the squishy magic caster. Go ahead of everyone.
Listen, she can throw lightning. It's a thunderstorm. Speaking of... lightning strikes the water, illuminating all manner of things floating in the surf. Something large and imposing hovers just above the water's edge over in this direction. The very top of it is silhouetted, looking almost like God, you swear it looks like a ghost ship.
What on earth?
Is that it for Vanya? You're going to start throwing some... Oh, you moved a lot. That's your
Yep,
your
that
action.
double move. I'm hanging out right
Double
there.
move. Giant craft. You're fucking... There's no target. There's nothing to hit. That guy's done. Once more, the creature wails. Ah, shit, really? Hold on. No! No one is within range. But you see in the distance as numerous crabs begin to move out of the way, scuttling, gaining way, as though running in terror from something. There's a lot of movement on the shore as something is startled by the... And then the entity in the water moves.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's
Hulking.
big.
Hulking onto the shore is a tremendous, thick, carapaced, barnacled, kelp-covered crustacean. A
Is
crab.
that the son of a bitch who was talking to me?
Upon its back sits numerous wreckages, what look to be boats, encrusted in jewels and loot of various origin. 3 figureheads are erected upon its back, sitting outward. One skeletal, bony, looking like a pirate ship, one beautiful, sculpted golden mermaid, and one that looks to be like a soldier or some kind of sailor. The creature, as it emerges, does not emote or speak. Alina, as you look toward it, you cannot discern any intelligence from the creature. It seems like a large... It seems more like a siege weapon than a being. It has no ranged attacks, so it ends its turn there. That guy's got no target. This guy here is going to run away from the giant crab. And as your true enemy emerges, the sky darkens, the wind twists, the rain comes down hard and heavy. This guy does not have a target within range. And Banja, you're up.
Alright. And Bajay is gonna move forward.
Banja, this creature is only a little bit bigger than you are.
Oh, shit. Can... Alright, he still has speak with animals up. He's gonna give it one last try. I implore you, he says in his bubbly, gurgly, crabs. Oh my fucking god, this music. He speaks one time in his bubbly voice. I implore you, in this attack now, return to the sea. Whoever's telling you to do this, it's a really bad idea, man. Or woman, I don't know what your gender is.
Roll a persuasion check. You're a furbolg, so you're rolling it with advantage. Because you were talking to an animal. A 9 persuasion?
There's 2 in the pool.
There is.
Yeah, I would like to use that.
Yeah, right. Okay, go again. Okay. The creature looks at you, and its eye stalks kind of swing in your direction, startled, like one over the other before they angle out. And as jewels and gold fall from its back, it snaps its giant, the one big claw that it has. And for a moment, it looks at you, forlorn, sad. The great king of crabs. That is powerless to stop the will. They're Freeland. I'm sorry, Freeland. But the situation different, perhaps. We could have been allies.
I I didn't get all of that through the accent. Um,
It's a very thick accent.
am I to take that it failed?
No, it looks at you sadly and it wants to level with you and basically says, "I can't. I'm powerless to stop the will of Frillith."
You may be powerless, but maybe I can help. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, please give me the information for Dispel Magic.
Choose one creature object or magical effect within range. Any spell of third or lower on the target ends. For each spell of fourth or higher, make an ability check using the spell casting ability.
Okay. You'll have to roll a spell check using your wisdom modifier. So d20 plus wisdom. And that's a 1 then.
We'll use the last one.
Yes, use it, use it, use it.
All right.
Get the Crab King on our side.
Shit. So it's 16 total?
16 total?
Yeah.
You see its eyes glaze over for a moment, and it stands a little straighter, its legs puncturing into the ground as it begins to snap and twist its claws. It turns its attention into the water and begins to stalk into the waves.
Go with the sea, my friend.
Alina's just
What is
gonna.
happening?
Alina's just gonna shout at him, Bante. I don't know what you did, but it was really cool.
Oh man, druids. Giant crab. Who's got no one to attack? Yeah. Where is this guy? I'm gonna cull some of this list real quick. Oh, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This guy's gonna go after you.
Yep.
Goes an attack at Alina. Does not hit Alina. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Sullen is going to be so pissed when Alina tells her what the fuck happened.
We got attacked, we got accosted by crabs. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, Alina's gonna be like, yeah, and then I ran face first into the danger.
Like you do. Heldy, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move. I'm not, fucked in the head anymore, thankfully.
You are not fucked in the head. Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. Heldy, as you approach and you look out into the water's edge, you see something has disturbed the water's surface. Your passive perception has beat its attempt at stealth. A fish-like, bulbous creature with dark blue skin, an upturned nose, and rows of piranha-like teeth watches from a distance, seething, drooling, as it weaves magic between its fingers, just barely treading water.
Alright, I'm gonna use, how far is that?
50.
What is the range of darts?
It should be listed.
I don't see it listed. Dart. Oh, wait. 60. 20 to 60.
Alright, so it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Unless you take a bonus action to aim, then you can get flat.
I'm gonna take a bonus action to aim, and I'm gonna attempt to hit this guy to fuck up his concentration.
Alright.
I was gonna say if it's 20 to 60, then it doesn't get disadvantage after the 60?
No, it gets disadvantage after the first 20. After 60, it misses automatically.
So take aim. So it's just a flat roll, right?
Flat roll.
Well, that's a 19 on die, so 19 plus
You get the guy in its giant, fat, gross neck.
Fuck you, asshole! You don't fucking get in my head! I'm gonna kill you! So damage, is a d4 plus 3. He takes 5 piercing.
5 points of piercing damage. Its skin steams. You see its skin steam, and like as the blood kind of squirts out of it, as it hits the water, it boils. He clasps his neck, looks at the giant crab. That's movement. That's bonus. Yeah, giant crab. Giant crab here. This guy's still scared of the king crab. He's gonna make a morale check. Crabs don't have high morale. He tries to run. He's going to try to leave combat. Alina, you are up. There are 2 crabs accosting you.
Yeah.
You see Heldy has... Heldy's attacked it and drawn attention to it. You see something in the water. Bulbous and monster-like. It looks like a cross between a pufferfish and a piranha, but humanoid with gross long arms and long spindly fingers.
Cool. I'm gonna point at it with my sword and go, I see you, you fuck! And I'm gonna pop my wings and do Radiant Soul.
Vibrant, what was it, purple?
Purple.
Purple wings just explode out of your back, and it's the most metal shit as lightning strikes, silhouetting you momentarily.
And these crabs can keep hitting me. I'm going to use my full speed to fly as close as I can to it.
You fly at it. They're gonna make it a couple attacks as you fly out of their threatened range. That's not gonna hit. That's a 7. Nope.
Where is it in the water? Because I don't know. We're getting to the point where right there. So I can only
just out of range.
I mean, no, it's not, because I used my action to pop Radiant Soul, so I can only get
you get 30 feet of fly speed, no more.
Yeah, just 30.
Okay. You fly high above the king crab as it stalks forward into the sea.
I'll double check just in case. Nope, it's fly speed to 30 feet.
Got it. All right. I believe, you can actually mark your elevation if you right-click your character. It's the top left. You can input a number there if you want to choose how high you want to fly. Totally optional. Has no mechanical benefit.
I mean, it has mechanical benefit if the crabs can't reach me.
Absolutely does.
So,
all right.
Let's say a solid. Let's go 10 feet up.
All right. You go 10 feet up off the ground. Crabs can't touch you. You're not nearly high enough to crest the king crab. But you do see upon his back are seated multiple shipwrecks, like entire ships just broken on things brought back in pieces. Let's see. This dude is running straight out of action. Oh man. 30-foot cone? All right. It reaches forward and mutters something in this obscene tongue. Toward the crab. And the crab.
Do I have vision on that thing?
You were just out of range of it.
Sorry.
It is on this square.
Would it be an ally?
Would the crab be an ally? If you choose to give him the benefit of your aura, you can.
I mean, he was being friends-ish. Mbanje said he was being friends, so yeah, he gets my aura.
He gets your aura. All right, for a moment, the keel-breaker crab, the king crab, shudders and cowls its eye stalks, and then turns its gaze upon its tormentor and snips and snaps its claws, its resolve restored. Shit. Yeah, he's gonna move. He is in water. Attributes, movement speed, swim 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Getting the fuck out of Dodge. Trying to get away from this crab.
Shit.
Is that the thing?
That was the thing.
Yeah,
is
that's
the
the
thing.
asshole.
This crab wants none of this. Incognitus, you were up.
I'm gonna jump down. 1, 2.
Now you can make a wisdom saving throw to see if you see that area. I'm not that it matters. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not running
she skirted the
through
edge of it. I'm gonna assume that your allies see it.
Okay.
5. I can see the thing, but I can't hit the thing.
You can see the thing, but you can't hit the thing. This is where
Okay.
spears come in handy.
See. I'm gonna double move to get near the squishies.
All right, double move to get to the squishies. Vanya, you're up.
With the target in mind, my expression goes dark, and I hold a hand out towards it, and I speak in Gilnean. And as I do, my hair seems to grow a little more lank, and my fingers almost seem to get a little longer as I shout at it. You cannot leave until you face what you have done. And I'll burn 1 sorcery point to use Distance Spell and use Bestow Curse on it.
Oh shit! What
Needs
does
to
that
make a
do?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Yes.
No, not a wisdom save. Fuck. Okay. What happens on a failure?
Let me go ahead and post it.
He has rolled a 17 on die. He
God
has
damn
a
it.
0. He has a 0 to his bonus.
Yeah, my spell DC is 16.
Actually, I'm gonna make that possible. Where is it?
Right here.
Is it this one?
I just pinged him. Yep.
Well, he's right. It's dumb luck, right? Or is it
Let me double check.
Privateer's Fortune?
I'm looking for it now. You definitely have something that might
I
help.
like the name of both of these abilities.
They both have opposite but equal energy.
Yes.
When a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, skill check, or saving throw. Okay.
I mean, it's a skill, not a skill.
It's a saving throw.
It's a saving
It's,
throw.
all right. He's not within 30 feet of you, though. He's just out of range. Damn.
Shit. Okay.
Yep.
Better luck next time.
All right. So he doesn't succumb to your curse, unfortunately.
I can't buff my friends either until a couple levels, right?
Yeah. There's your knack progression.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah. Double check all those. Between rounds.
I just
Sorry,
gasp
but-
and draw my hand in sharply and kind of reel a little bit.
Woof. All right. So it's just got a swim speed of 40. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. The Keelbreaker Crab is going to make 2 pincer attacks. It reaches out and manages to take a chunk out of the bloated fish-like creature, who howls a string of expletives in a language none of you understand, as far as I know. Heldy, what languages do you speak?
I'm looking right now. Where would I? Is it under features?
I think so.
I don't see languages. Draconic and Infernal.
It shouts in infernal, a string of expletives so foul it makes your ears feel warm.
Oh, I understand Infernal too.
You understand infernal? Yeah, this dude is cursing to the deepest of the 9 hells. The second attack is going to be 15. That's going to hit. 4, 5, 9 points of damage. Okay. That's it for his turn. These giant crabs no longer want any of this. And Banja, you're up.
All right. And Baja is going to move closer to the shore. Whatever you are, wherever you're from, this is the last. This is where you stop swimming. This is your last swim. You're. Whatever.
We're done.
You're done.
It was a good
Swim
try.
all Keaton's out of the pool.
Good job.
As,
Otros and Develot to me. And is going to use. Where is it? Conjure animals.
animals.
To conjure his 2 octopi.
Giant octopus. So if you search for giant octopus under the creatures, you should be able to summon them. You should be able to just drag them into game. So if you open up the actors tab on the top right.
Ah, there it is. All right.
So you call forth with the power of the green, and you call forth your animals who bubble up into existence like sea foam, coalescing into the form of your friendly octopus companion as a third thing breaches the surface of the water. The hulking figure of kelp and seaweed just sort of burbles up as though marching from the bottom of the sea.
I can't remember. Do my beasts get attacked this round, or is it next?
I believe they go at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So when you end your turn, you can attempt to attack.
Alright, just pulling their stats right quick. Alright, here we go. Can Mbaje... He can't tell what the hell that is.
You can roll a nature check.
Yeah, let's roll a nature check. $23.
23. It looks like some kind of amalgamation. It looks like a monster of. You know that there are plant creatures out there. There are twig blights and similar like shambling leafy creatures. This appears to be something made out of kelp and seaweed, but it does look almost vaguely humanoid.
All right, he's gonna just quickly shout out, "Friend or foe!"
you hear a gurgling in response. Where the creature's mouth should be, there is a flailing of slimy appendages that kind of break through from beneath the kelp and seaweed.
All right. Well, doesn't have. He doesn't know what that thing is yet. I don't suppose he could understand what that was through.
It sounds like a bunch of gurgling noises to you.
All right. Well, focus attention on the one the fish man who was attacking them. We're gonna hit it with a couple of tentacles.
Tentacles.
Melee weapon attack. Oh, hey, here we go. Actions. 11 to hit. From the one above it.
You're flanking. Roll again. You've got 2 giant octopuses surrounding the guy.
That's 10. So,
It does not hit.
all right. So from the one on its side,
Does not hit.
gonna have to use real dice. Too. Maybe they were distracted by the thing that just gurgled
They
up.
seem a little. They seem a little plussed. They're like, you really want to go after this guy and not this thing? Okay.
All right. Well,
I guess. Fine, we can do that.
all right. Well, that is that and that.
All right.
There's something else out there, guys. Don't know what it is.
I love how it's just listed as unknown on the turn order.
Heldy, you're up.
Well, I can't really get at it. All I have are darts, and I'm not throwing my dagger in the fucking ocean, so...
You can use a rock.
I mean...
Attempt to throw a rock. It'd be a dex-based check to try to hit it.
Yeah, but does a rock do less damage than a dart?
A rock is like a... I'll say a rock is a d4.
So it does the same amount of damage as a dart, and I get pluses in darts. So I'm just going to use another dart at him, because that's all I can really do right now.
Yeah, sure. That's a dart.
Is a 24 hit?
24 hits.
That's 7 piercing.
7 points of piercing. As you get it in the neck again, it squirts out this foul black blood that steams, boiling the water next to it. Yeah. Alina, you're up.
I'm not gonna do anything this fucking fight. Except run in the wrong direction. I'm gonna at least go there. So maybe I can get an idea of what's going on. Cool. Alright, so... he's kind of in the middle there. Alright, I'm gonna spend my turn dashing so I can at least get in melee range of it.
Dashing at him.
We'll see if it survives another round. Might be a moot point. So I just float over the or fly over the waves.
As you fly over the waves, the water just kind of parts behind you as you kick up the wave. All right, that's going to be his turn. He is surrounded. He's going to move out of range of you, swimming backward.
Do I get an attack of
Provoking
opportunity?
an attack of opportunity, of course.
Can I smite on an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you can smite on any attack.
Cool. Alright. So, first we're going to attack. Both-handed. .21. We're
21
gonna
hits.
we're gonna smite. We're gonna fucking smite.
All right.
We're gonna do a level 2
Wait.
smite.
Been waiting all day to smite.
For 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. So that's 17 total.
Yeah.
Boom!
Oh
Lightning
no,
strikes
no,
as you.
it's more. It's more. Because
It's
I also
more?
because it also does 7 points of radiant damage because I'm in my fucking angel form.
7 points of additional radiant damage. You crack across its fronts and leave this vibrant, purple glowing gash from its neck to its navel. It flails and stumbles between the two octopi, but continues its movements, clutching itself, not moving out of range enough to provoke an attack. It's going to move and create a cone, 30-foot cone, as it reaches out and utters in a language that sounds foul and wrong to you.
No, it's
not.
When he moves that way to be under the unknown, he does.
Ultros
Yeah.
can make an attack of
Yeah, I'm getting real bad.
Add advantage. 16 hits.
12 damage.
Are you? Do they restrain on attack?
It does.
It's there.
Cause it is grappled.
He's grappled. Okay, so he can't move. So he's going to change his direction, and he can't catch the one who has it, but he can catch the crab. He can catch Lena. He can catch Devilot.
No, he can't.
So he's going to attempt to cast a spell.
No, he's not.
Counterspell?
Okay.
Yes.
1 sec.
He's within 60 feet of me.
All right, and that affects level 3 spells, right?
3 spells or lower are instantaneous. Higher, I have to roll.
Okay, 1 moment.
Where are my drug dealer dice?
Okay. So, he reaches for this infernal power, and it dissipates in his fingertip. He looks around, wide-eyed. He looks at you.
The same hand that I tried to bestow a curse with is extended. I look normal and I just say under my breath, "My power, not yours."
You had! He reaches forward and slings his fingers at you, using his second attack. It attempts to do something terrible to you. Are you within 60 feet?
I am. He can cast 2 spells in 1 turn?
One's an ability.
Oh.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Not my best. But not my worst either. Roll, please.
Please roll. Believe.
I'm clicking on it and it's not rolling. Let me check something. Yeah, it is not letting me roll my intelligence saving throw.
That's odd.
Oh, mine
just roll
didn't.
the
Yeah,
dice.
my saving throw didn't work either. I had to roll a die.
Yeah, all my saving throws are, for some reason, locked. All right, D20. 17, 19.
19. You feel like a haze settle over you, resting into your eyes, and for a moment you go slack-jawed, and you feel just very disconnected, and very foggy in the mind. You can't focus. And then you just kind of squint and shake your head, and you push back against the fell magic that's being layered atop you. Shattering.
What did you call me?
Incognitus, you are up.
Mm-hmm. Can you throw things?
You can throw things. You got
Like-
a thrown weapon?
Well, no, like rocks.
Yeah, you can throw a rock. It's going to be a ranged melee attack. So
How
D20.
far?
It's going to be 20 feet regular, 60 feet at disadvantage. You can wade out into the water and get a better shot at him.
There. So that's a dex-based attack?
Dex or strength.
Dex. I think I can just roll my dex up here from this thing?
Probably, I think. Maybe.
Let's find out.
Try it. See if it sticks.
What type of dexterity check? Ability check or saving throw?
Ability check. 21 hits! Roll a d4 plus dex.
So...
Is this guy resistant to non-magical attacks?
7 damage.
Oh, fuck, he's resistant to non-magic attacks. Alright, you bonk him on the head. It doesn't seem to do much damage, but there is a little bit of a welt where you hit.
For the first time I see my little thing, my little shadow from where I was.
Alright. Well, I've been playing this guy wrong the whole time. Vanya, you're up.
So I threw my hand out at it to counter his spell. He threw something back at me, and I shrugged it off. I whip my hand around and grab at the air as though I'm grabbing something, and I yank it as I throw my other hand out in a whipping motion, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at it.
Fuck.
And it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw? Okay. One moment. My dude, where are your saves? Skills, damage resistance.
Below.
Does he have a
does
block
not.
where it doesn't, where it
Yep,
calls
he
out
does-
only the slaves he's proficient in?
Yeah, he does not have any saving throw proficiencies. So that's good to know. Checking one sec real quick. Magic resistance, that's the one. Nine is not going to beat your save.
No, it is not. So he takes 13 psychic damage. He cannot take reactions until the end of its next turn. And on its next turn, he gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, but not all three.
A move, an action, a bonus action, but not all three. Got it. Keelbreaker Crab. He doesn't have range enough to hit him. He's going to start moving around. And does not manage to wedge in his claws to attack this bastard. The kelp creature. Alina, you feel something as this mound of moss and kelp and seaweed lifts up its two appendages. You feel something familiar as beneath the kelp, a vibrant red-hot glow explodes outward, shining. The creature lunges forward and wraps both of its appendages around the beast.
Good,
Checking stats.
good familiar or bad familiar?
Neutral familiar. It clutches the creature and holds onto it along with Ultros, pinning it in place. It begins to squeeze. as the creature takes another point of damage. Can I do anything with a bonus action? Nope. That channeling was its bonus action. It's done for now. Mbanja, you're up.
All right. Seeing the unknown creature actually start to not attack Ultros or Devilot. Quick check of the map to see. Okay, too far. Nope. How deep is the water?
The creature that's standing out of the water here is like shoulder deep. Ultros and Devilot, they are large creatures. Their tops are well out of the water. So you estimate it's maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 feet deep.
Okay. In that case, Mbaje is going to wade into the water
You wade into the sea.
next to Alina. You look pretty cool, but you all also look pretty hurt. And gonna use Cure Wounds.
You reach up and you try to swat at Alina, who's flying in the air.
High five!
High five! I'll give.
High five!
I will cure wounds. High five and Bonjay for sure.
Cure wounds, high five.
It's a low 5.
It's a low 5. Nice.
So there's the healing. And that will be Mbanje's turn. So the description of attack for the octopus is that the octopus can't use its tentacles on another target, but can it still attack its restrained target?
Yep.
Okay, so Ultros is going to attack the creature.
Sure. You're attacking at advantage. It is flanked 3 ways to Sunday.
23 to hit
23 hits.
for 11 damage.
11 points of damage. It begins to crush and pop. The creature feels slippery in Ultros's grasp. Feels as though it's not doing as much damage as it should to a living creature.
That's all right, because it's restrained, which means Devilot has a good angle.
All right.
15 to hit.
15 on the money.
All right. For 8 points.
8 points of damage. It gives him a mighty slap with its tentacles, cracking him across the face, but like rubber, the creature's head rebounds back, kind of just shrugging the blow. It's looking roughed up, it's looking hurt from your collective attacks, but the creature does seem to be resistant to your physical strength. Eldy, you're up.
I could spit another dart at it.
You can spit another dart at it.
That's all I can really do from this
Just come into the
distance.
water.
No, she's not wading into the water.
Come on. Scared to get those puffy pants wet.
Does a 14 hit?
14 is not.
Alright.
All right. Moving on. Alina, you are up.
Lena's up. Alright. Guess what? I'm gonna just move that way. You're hilarious. I'm going to hit it again.
You have multiple layers of advantage right now.
So many. And I'm using my sword two-handed.
Okay. $15 hits on the money.
Let me just roll again just to make sure I don't get a natural 20.
Sure.
Hey, LMAO.
Couldn't have planned that better. I'm gonna throw some smite onto that too.
Sure. Shit, how much HP did he have? Was that many?
As my sword catches on fire. So that's a lot. Okay. Okay, so with the brutal critical, I believe that's the
Max damage on the first die. Max damage on all of your rolled die. Then you roll your die.
okay. So 6 and 6 is 12. 12 plus 10 is 22. Plus 7 and 1 is 30. I'm gonna need a calculator. 35. 41 points of damage.
41 points of damage. How much of that was from the blade alone, not the radiant damage?
Not the radiant damage. Okay, so let's break it out by type. So the sword damage is 17 plus 6.
So 23 is slashing.
23 slashing.
All right. And then how much radiant after that?
The fire damage is 7 points. And the radiant is 11 points.
7, 11. Okay. Whew! He is not looking very good. You cut into him, you crisscross slash across his belly in the same scar-like mark, same scar marks on your face. You brand him with radiant light and fire.
So, if he's still alive, on each of its turns, the target must make a Constitution saving throw, and on a failed save, it takes an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Extra 1d6 fire damage on a failed con save. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, no, wait a
You can
second.
stay.
I get extra attack. Sorry. I'm dumb.
Oh, yeah, because you rolled for advantage. Got it.
So that's another natural 20.
How do you want to do
Two in
this?
the pool.
Removing head from shoulders just seems to work really well for Alina, so in the end, head from shoulders.
All right, so you take a few moments as it is reeling back. It's preparing to do something, and you just pull back. Fuck it. Its head could be anywhere with its big, fat, stupid neck. You cut clean from one shoulder to the other, cutting through the clavicle, cutting through the upper arm, cutting through the spine, the ribs, as the top of its head, wide-eyed, looks at you. The horde! It's mine! As it cries out, beheaded, its body immediately goes up in a gout of sulfuric, bright burning flame, boiling the water next to the allies, but not quite enough to hurt them. The creature is, for all you know, destroyed.
Till next time.
The air grows quiet as the storm rapidly begins to dissipate.
Call me a hack one more time.
It's okay, Vanya. I removed his head for you.
Thank you, Alina.
The water grows glassy and still and smooth. The king crab looks to you, Mbanje, lowers its head slowly in your direction. It begins to skulk out toward deeper waters.
Go with the sea, my friend.
And take the crabs with you, please.
Yes, do that.
As it goes, it lets out a long and sad-sounding wail as you watch one by one numerous crabs begin to scuttle out into the water, off to sea, following its regent.
I want to try and communicate with the unknown creature that feels familiar.
So you look the creature over, and it rolls its shoulders and looks about, and kind of pulls the back of its hand against its brow. And it's a tangled mess. There's fishing lines stuck to it. You see hooks. You see kelp and all kinds of manner of detritus stuck to it. Barnacles, giant mussels. And where its mouth should be, you see a couple of writhing, thin tentacles that flail about somewhat frantically. It begins to reach forward and tries to pull at the tentacles with one big, meaty, seaweed-coated appendage.
I think we found sea Bigfoot.
Is it its own tentacles? Like, how can I... I would like to assist. I'm just not...
It looks like it's trying to tear its own tentacles off.
Are you...
It's struggling.
I'm going to try and assist it.
All right.
I don't want to
it's
hurt
gonna
it, though.
So you reach and you kind of grab its arm and you kind of, how do I, you grab its forearm and help it yank. And with like a long, it pulls this wriggling, flailing, rather plump octopus from what looks to be a wide, gaping bucket, which begins to move and flap up and down this metallic jaw. It starts to peel back the moss and the detritus and the kelp, revealing a pitted and seawater weathered face that is actually somewhat familiar to you, as you had met a creature like this only recently.
Is this a Warforged?
As a Warforged begins to emerge from the mass of tendril-like piles of kelp and seaweed. It starts to pull the barnacles from the side of its head.
No.
Oh,
Saw the thing in the chat roll.
you are paladin. What god do you serve?
Oh no.
I am a paladin of the Raven Queen.
Paladin of Raven. The matron of ravens. This is fortuitous.
You're Gilnean? Are you Gilnean?
Is that Warforged Gilnean?
I think we found another Gilnean!
Gilnean? Possibly. Net, Lior. Gilliam Ironfoot. He reaches out and extends a kelp-covered hand to you.
I'll shake his hand. Not Gilnean, just a weird Lior accident.
It is strange vocal quirk. Papa is not sure why. I speak your name, but I know nothing of the place, aside from the visits I have had.
Well, you're closer than I have. I've never even been to Gilneas.
You carry your language well. Is proudness to your ancestors.
Alright, we found a friend.
I would like to thank you. Have been tracking this creature for some time.
What was this? It's obviously a demon, but...
A devil, technically. A hydroloth. Very deadly. You have handled yourself well. And you, and even large crab man.
Oh no. And then Alina's wings flicker and she just falls into the water and she's gonna have to
he's going to try to catch you. Athletics check and... like the sound of two cars crashing, you land in his arms and he buckles in the water. You taste salt water for only a moment before he surges up with you. Surprisingly strong, maybe not surprisingly strong, as he starts to carry you out of the water with him.
Appreciate it. I always never keep track of how long those are going to last. It's the second time I've ate seawater because of it.
The taste of seawater is not exactly pleasant. I would know. I've been traveling on seafloor for several weeks now.
I beg your pardon?
This is. He scratches behind his head as he sets you down. This is Nyanzaru, yes?
Yes, welcome to Tikal.
The call. Aye, da. One moment. As you look him over, you note upon his chest pitted, despite the barnacles and the pitting of the salt water, the slight degradation of the material. His shield is in remarkably good condition for supposedly being traveling on the ocean surface for so long. Armor is looking fairly well. There is a marking emblazoned across the chest of a silver and blue gear shape. You can make a religion check if you like.
Yes, please.
Meanwhile, Mbaje is gonna loom over Heldy and dangle her dagger over her head.
Oh, thanks, mate. And she'll pocket it.
Try
9.
not to drop that again, he says with a chuckle.
No promises.
As that exchange happens, Manja, you feel your stomach begin to rumble.
Is he about to fart?
You feel a belch coming on.
Mbaje looks away to be polite and not belch in Heldy's face.
You let out a whoop little burp into your palm. Note that your palm is covered in pink and blue and white sparkles as your body begins to rapidly deflate in size. The effects of the enlargement spell wear off.
Oh man, that was a wild ride.
So, a religion of 9. Alina, you recognize the cut of someone who is a warrior of the cloth, but you can't place the symbol. It looks to be part of one of the Maker pantheons, possibly Moradin, but his symbol's different. This is maybe adjacent to it, but you can't quite pin it.
Alina's not picky.
The creature, Galleon, he looks the party over and takes in your measure, sees the giant octopuses, and nods curtly in their direction. Notices Mbanji shrink in size and seems nonplussed. He looks back toward you. Notes the black badge on your chest and tilts his head. I am not recognizing the symbol.
Oh, I'm a blackguard, so it's a commission. It just means I'm like a high-ranking officer in the commission.
Oh. What just happened?
What?
Hello?
Hello?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Hello?
I can't hear anybody. Hold on.
Did your headphones die?
Oh no, did my headphones die?
I'm guessing his headphones died.
Test 1, 2.
Oh, I'm silly. There's the second bar.
Did you hear me, Rob? Are your headphones dead? They're reconnecting.
I didn't see there was a whole second bar on the left. Mini bar that actually has a ruler. The turn tracker was in front of it.
Those rulers are actually for spell effects.
Nah, when I hit the so there's 2 different types of rulers. Or I'll take a screenshot.
There's the rulers.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
There's a ruler subsection under character token.
I see. That's what you were talking about, character token controls. I see.
So I missed everything after Gallium had mentioned not recognizing that symbol.
Oh, it means I'm an officer with the commission.
This commission. So you are having contacts with leader. Would you please take me to your leader?
Uncle Nori? Sure.
I do not know of an Uncle Nori, but I will greet him as Uncle.
You should.
Duh.
He'll like Set a lot.
He stretches and places his hands upon his back and goes to kind of like pop muscles that don't exist. Looks about, cups his hand to his brow, and you can tell clearly he doesn't know which direction to go.
Come with us. We're going back to the farm, I assume, yeah?
Mr. Gallium, how long have you been out there?
The traveling and water surface of ocean floor is hard to remember. It has been a long time. We have run into several many boats. Gilliam has seen several many horrors. Gilliam would estimate perhaps 6 to 8 to perhaps 12.
Well, Hildy, in character, doesn't. Out of character, I don't know what the date is, but in character, I'm assuming Hildy would know what date it is, and she would mention that.
He's roughly 2 months. Month and a half. It is long walk. Very cold.
You've been walking along the ocean floor for 2 months?
Gallium is not the best navigator. I did get lost once or twice. Friendly fisherman has pointed me in the right direction. An unfriendly fisherman has wrapped Gallium in fishing line. It is in uncomfortable places. Would like very much to remove it from joints.
Well, so you don't have to maybe dry out and get that line in your joints. Go ahead and take a ride on my octopus there. It'll hold for a little bit.
Gallium has never ridden octopus. This is good idea. He
Can
begins
they
to
move
climb
very
up the
quickly on land?
He's already mounting it. Kind of pauses as finding questions.
I don't see anything listed about a slower land speed.
Yeah, if they're like speed is 30 and then 40 swim, and they move 30 feet. Or whatever their speed is. Let me see if I can see it on the sheet.
Movement. Ooh, that's slow.
Ooh, that's
slow. Okay.
How does make work? Do I kick sides? It is moving quite slow. How do you motivate giant octopus?
Actually, I can probably conjure something better. If you don't mind, Devilat Ocho's mind deceit, Gallium, he's going to dispel those two.
He falls on his ass.
Oh, Gallium,
He does not seem to mind.
FYI, in Tikal, not all undead or evil. Sorry, noticed you were paladin, thought I could get you caught up on that very quickly. We don't want to hurt Svanya pets.
Oh, yes, that would get awkward around Frederick and Jackson.
The Warforged just blue eyes kind of squint. You see there's like slatted physical visors across the lens-like eyes. And he squints at you and then nods slow. I've heard tales. Strange, necromantic, whatever. Would look forward to studying and understanding it. So we do not kill undead here, or is it some undead, or...
Not by default. Like, we just kind of make sure whether it's a mean undead or not a mean undead before you kill it.
Mean undead. So
mean undead,
50,
fair
40,
game.
60.
Yeah.
Okay. He dusts himself off as you begin to summon something in magic.
I'm actually looking for like horse on the bestiary, but I don't see it listed by CR. Failing that, an ox.
Might be under riding horse.
As you summon a riding horse to cross the beach. He dusts himself off, and as you kind of think about what to summon, Gallium looks toward you and Banjay. Is not a big problem. Would not mind airing out. It's been a long time since Gallium has walked without pushback of water. Air is much fresher here. In fact, there is air here. Fire is not far, huh?
No, it's up that way.
That way. We shall go. He begins to walk in the direction you point.
Okay, hold on, love, catch up. Okay, yeah, Alina's just gonna jog after Gallium. Like, I found.
Please lead the way as he walks ahead of you.
Oh,
If anyone needs a horse, just let me know.
I need a drink.
And he motions to the sea.
first round's on me. It's a black cat.
Unfortunately, all wine has become waterlogged. Wineskins do not hold up against underwater pressure. Tell me, you are a person of authority in your town. Have you heard of man, a seen man? He's like me. Wears hood, his dark brown, kind of strange face. Like me, but face much different. Broken, mismatched, has big plate on side of
All
head.
right, I've got two Warforged that are broken and mismatched. So you can either be talking about Karn or Roar.
Roar! Da! Is he near?
He's actually on the other side of the island. Funny story, they were in the city, but then they went on an adventure.
He looks very surprised and excited and kind of ducks down to your level, arms bent as though ready to jump or move. Which way you say?
So we're going to go to the farm, and then I'm going to take you to the leader of the commission.
Da.
And then we'll
And
worry
then you
about,
bring to Roar.
And then we will bring to Roar. Because I have no clue.
He's good.
Believes they are in dealing with Boskov at the moment. Blah.
So he reaches out and he clasps one giant hand on your shoulder, giving you a very rough pat on the back. Gellion gives you many thanks. Please, with haste, we shall go. Please, lead the way. He begins to move ahead of you.
Alina is going to make it like it's now a thing. It's like become a foot race where she's just like, despite being much smaller than Gallium, like ducking off to go pee in front of him so she could, lead the way.
You dart forward to lead this tourist in the right direction, so that perhaps he does not get eaten by carnivorous plants or accosted by undead or just go in the wrong direction. You are certain that if he got pointed in one direction, that he would keep walking forever.
That is a concern, yes.
Along the way, he begins to describe himself, his tale, his journey, why he is coming this direction, about the creature that he'd found in the water, the Hydroloth, the creature you had recently felt, and its danger and why it should not be. As you make your way back toward the farm, we're actually going to call it here as you guys begin to converse and speak and get to know this paladin who, for whatever reason, decided to cross the fucking ocean to find Roar. And we will pick up somewhere around there next game.
Alrighty.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the
Yes,
game.
thank you.
This
Thanks for
game
playing.
delivered.
Did it? Did you guys enjoy it?
Yes.
The music,
Everything
the
was
fight,
right, yeah.
Gallium. Fucking Gallium.
I enjoy the idea of Gallium and Alina adventures because it seems like there will be zero common sense, but a lot of hilarity.
Oh, no common sense. Lots of mistakes. Lots of your body does that. Lots of drinking. Lots of not getting drunk and perhaps being upset about not getting drunk.
Lots of making friends.
Lots of making many friends.
Well, maybe
Gallium is good at
we'll
making
get
friends.
Vanya to electrocute him, and it'll be like that's like being drunk for Warforged.
Oh, Vanya can do this. Da. He electrocuted me.
Trailing
You would
along
love
the
this.
back of the group, just like lost in her own world, and everyone's looking at her. Blinks like that.
You offer services of zapping. Gallium would accept. Please, thank you. How much gold must I pay you? Gillian has been told 1 gold piece per volt is a modest fee.
Man. What?
Da? We'll catch up with you later, yeah.
Oh man.
Alright. I'm going to have a lot of fun with the next arc. Thank you guys so much for playing. I will be available in IMs. May as well just play out any kind of info drops for next game, because this voice is too fun to do in forums. I'll look for an opportunity to run game as soon as the stars align. And hopefully we can align with the A sides one way or another, either in the field or back in town.
Yeah, I'll
Sounds good.
let you know if game gets canceled tomorrow.
Okay.
He's like, okay, that's
It's gonna be all role play, but I'm down for that.
I mean, like, so our Friday night game gets canceled a lot, so.
Oh, I know. It's a thing.